Hello again, music lovers. Welcome back. My name's Rob. Today, I'm going to show, kind of what happens when you just grind away at, a simple little 8-bar loop. This is the 8-bar loop that I just kind of threw together on the fly on my other video, previous video from yesterday called What is a DAW? And I just essentially showed a few of the features of a DAW, the ease of which you can manipulate notes, sounds, and essentially do anything that you want with a computer to make music. And while doing that, I came up with this kind of progressive motify kind of track. And after I published a video, I kind of just doodled around with this 8-bar loop and, kind of balanced it out, added a couple more elements. And so I'm calling this video Progress on Progressive House. And essentially what it is, it's a progressive house kind of pluck with a bass that follows the motif of the pluck, bass line. Kick, clap, a little hat loop, and then open hat. Some strings in the background. And what I've added is a epic sounding piano. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time. I just used a stock Logic, a Steinway Grand 2. And then I put in a little ARP, just kind of like some background atmosphere. So let me show you just a couple of the things I've done here with the pluck. I just kind of did a little bit more EQing, took away some of the kind of irritating noises out of it. Just kind of shaped the sound a little bit with an EQ. And I threw a K clip on there to catch the peaks, because the way this motif is, the peaks will hit in a cycle, will hit the same time the kick hits, and would affect the limiter and make this track kind of pump irregularly. So put a K clip on there, and what that basically does is it will, I've got a little bit of a boost here. It will clip just the top of the signal off. And then I've added kind of an effects bus, and what I'm going to do is just solo that. And what it is, this is a wideness bus for the kind of the delay that kind of bounces around, the ping pong delay that's in the patch, the sine length patch. So let me just solo this real quick here, and you can hear it's just a subtle amount of signal here. But it's just for a little bit of wideness. Then if you play the whole pluck, and you take this away, I'll A and A B it here. Kind of brightens up the edges, just kind of shaping the sound a little bit, enhancing it a little bit. And then on the bass line, I don't think I did a whole lot here. I had the kickstart here, basically a sidechain compressor emulator. Kind of did a little EQ work on the kick. There's the kind of the lower mid-range thump of the kick, and then the boom of the kick. I added a little bit of a boost there. And essentially that's what the kick sounds like. Then on the clap, I kind of made it sound kind of trancy, just to kind of add a little bit of, I don't know, shuffle feel, kind of a smooth vibe to the clap. Kind of layer. I took the chroma verb and I put the pre-delay way out there, so it adds kind of like a little shadow that kind of, I kind of timed it to the, see, I'll put the kick on here. So it gives it kind of a lazy flow, you know, kind of the progressive house type of thing. And then these right here, this little, I initially had, if you want to go back and review that, what's a DAW video, I initially picked a sample that I have loaded into Ultrabeat, triggered in Ultrabeat, that was really too clicky, so I changed that. So that's what it sounds like now. Added an Echo Boy on there to kind of spread it out a little more. Of course, I got a sample delay on there. Not much else. A little bit of roomy sound with the reverb. In the open hat, I added a transient designer to take away a little bit of the attack, or of the open hat, and then added a let's see here, I'll just play that without what I've added here. Now I add the transient designer, smooths it out just a little bit. I lengthened the sustain a little bit too, and then I added the tube compressor, which is a Pultec that comes with Logic now, basically. Add just a little bit of sparkle, and add a little bit more here. And because I had it turned up a little bit higher earlier, I don't know why I left it turned down. And then the strings, didn't really do anything with the Selena strings. A little bit of EQ adjustment is all. You know, took away some of the, kind of even it out. Little bit of sparkle up here, and then still allowing it to be a little bit not as bright as it could be. And then, so when we get down here, here's what I've added, the new sounds here. This is the epic sounding piano. And what I've done with that is I've added this H delay, and didn't put it on ping pong mode. If it put it on ping pong, it's not quite as prominent. I'd have to readjust it and, you know, kind of redo everything. I just left it on straight. Adjusted the filters, the high pass and the low pass, to kind of take the highs off and take the thumpy lows out that you get with a piano. And I also did that with EQing. Had to shave off quite a bit to get rid of that thumpy. You can hear that rumble, that roar. So let me take all, and then I got a big Valhalla vintage reverb, 5 seconds, quite a bit of reverb there. And so I had a sausage fattener on there, but it was wasn't working out, so it's off right now. And then this, oh, that's the EQ again. Okay, so let me turn everything off here. So you get kind of a feel of what the delay is doing in the decay. And I've got a compressor on here. Kind of makes the tail of the delay louder, more prominent. So it stands up to the reverb, basically. And then I added this little ARP that I just picked a preset in a really old plugin, Albino. Some people call it Albino. And what this sounds like is this. And it's just playing one note. If you take everything off, it has a built-in delay. Sample delay spreads it out. That kind of toned it down here. It had a really loud, that boom, that note there. I turned that way down to kind of level everything. Side chained it, and then the big reverb. And so all together sounds like this. And then so what you can do with something like this is you can just doodle around, select the piano, try to come up with some kind of melody, just loop it and loop it and loop it, and you come up with a good idea, bounce it to MIDI or record it in MIDI, and then just kind of continue tweaking until you come up with a good melody. And that's what I would do. And then turn it into a track. Although I do think that this motif, like I said in the previous video, I think that someone else has already got this one. So I think that's where I got it. I'm just going to play it here and doodle around, and you can see how everything sounds together with the piano here. It sounds, pretty epic, right? Now, here we go. So just a little playing around, and that's basically all I've got today. Just progress on Progressive House. It's kind of fun, just to play around. If you don't have anything else to do, you have no other ideas popping into your head for other tracks, just might stumble onto something. So anyways, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.